No, don't mind me. I'm just pulling your legs. Okay, so first and foremost, let's just look at the outcomes. What are we going to get by listening to this broadcast? If somebody is tuning in, you're going to understand what collaboration is. You're going to learn how to actually collaborate and the different types of collaboration, and then the questions to ask yourself before you actually collaborate, and then how to position yourself for a positive collaboration. These are the things you will learn. If you stick by, these are the things you learn. So, like I said, it's a set process where people work together towards a common goal that supersedes their own personal individual goals, right?
Okay.
So, first and foremost, I want to say that collaboration is a strategy. It's
Hmm.
not something you just happenstance. Collaboration is a strategy. You don't just wake up and go and do it. It's a strategy,
Hmm.
right? So let me just move
Yeah.
on to the types of collaboration. One type of collaboration is what we call an alliance. These are the things we hear in movies. Alliance. Strategic alliance are very common. Here companies and or businesses agree to combine their efforts and resources temporarily to reach a different goal. Here is an alliance with different companies, can agree to combine their own efforts and resources temporarily to reach a different goal. So here each company or business person brings something to the table that the other one lacks.
Mhm.
You get that?
Okay.
So here you're looking for a partner of choice. So if I was to do something with you, FEI coach, and I know that you're great with financials, and maybe you're great with branding, and maybe I'm great with marketing. I know I lack the skill for maybe branding and financials. I know you're good in that. Maybe that's what your company is known for. If I ask, I mean, there's a process, right? It's just like how you toast a girl. The process of toasting, collaboration is like you want something from the person. So it must be a partner of choice. In alliance, is partner of choice. The goals must be clear. The partners would be partners will practice communication skills and there will be mutual respect. I must respect you before I can actually have an alliance with you. I hope I,
Mhm.
I hope I made that a bit clear.
Yeah.
And then we have what we call team collaboration. This is usually in a workplace, where members know each other, members of that team, know each other, they understand their roles, the impact, and then the solution that they bring. That's what we call team collaboration. It's usually in a workplace, like your team in your office. Everybody knows their role, everybody knows what they ought to do, and then the impact and the solution they bring. In other words, if they don't do what they ought to do, there will be a negative impact. So everybody knows what they ought to do. They usually set deadlines, and there's usually a team lead. In team collaboration, there is usually a team lead who supervises the others. And then once these tasks are completed, the entire team receives equal recognition and for reaching that goal. So that's how team collaboration works. It works in the workplace, on your business, it can be a personal thing. You now collaborate with your team. I hope that we
Yeah.
got that. Then we have community collaboration. I'm sure many people do that on community collaboration. Here, the participants share an interest. The objective of this one is to share knowledge and learn. If you look at most Facebook groups, that's what is happening there, where people, the objective is to share, if they have an interest, whoever is in that Facebook group, I think that's what people join. They know why they are going there. They're not going there to play. They are going there because they have an interest. They want to
Yeah.
learn and they want to also share. Some groups say you don't just learn here, you must share something at least once in a week. Most Facebook groups are like that. It's a community. You share your knowledge, you can ask questions, and you can receive advice. Then if you're just there, maybe your company is putting you in that group for that purpose, you will go back to share that knowledge and implement it in your business. I hope you have an understanding what I just. That is about community collaboration. Then we move
Yeah.
on to network collaboration. When I was thinking of this network, I remember that you are the chief networker. But I'll just tell you how we collaborate in the network. Now, this type is the one that individual people take action in their own self-interest.
Mhm.
They contribute to the network to make themselves and their area of expertise known to the other members. It's a form of collaboration. You contribute so that that's your expertise. People will ask, who is that person who just posted that? So you must have something of value. Here, people may not know each other, they rely on referrals. For instance, you can say social media. You have my page can be what I use for collaboration, network collaboration. I use it to
Yeah.
share content. I post links to say you can go here. It's helpful, but I can get referrals through there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? I can get referrals to there. So remember, anybody that comes there is looking for something. I'm sharing for because of my self-interest. It's something I want. It's a target. It's targeted. It's not something I'm just doing. And then of course we have cloud collaboration. This is where this type allows a user to read and edit a document in real time. For instance, when documents are stored in the cloud, all users with access see the latest version and the changes being made. Let's look at Canva. Most organizations use this, especially people that work remotely. Now, because of the issues we've had with COVID-19 and the need to work remotely, a lot of companies have leveraged on this cloud collaboration where they can work. Yeah. So, like Canva has a team app. I mean, an app. There is an app, but it has a team where I can have a team who can work on the same project, make changes, and all that. So then we have video collaboration. Well, that's Microsoft 365, Google Workspace. Those are examples of online collaboration tools. This one has mostly online. They have virtual conference rooms where meetings are held. You can just do like Teams. That's still that's a collaboration. Now, why do people collaborate? Why would do people collaborate? Why would I want to collaborate with anybody? One, to compensate for a weakness or a gap.
To
A
what?
weakness or yes, there must be a weakness or a gap that I want to compensate for. That's one way why I
Okay,
would
to compensate
collaborate.
for weakness like that.
Yes. Then secondly, if I want to enter a new market, maybe FBI coach wants to enter the market of lawyers, and so he's formulating a product that will get to, to successfully enter a new market. Most companies collaborate to successfully enter a new market, and thirdly, to serve customers and clients better. To serve customers and clients better. And
Let me pause you a bit.
okay, so
Now, to successfully enter a new market, one of the from experience, not
okay.
my experience, because when I want to collaborate, I do the paperwork nicely, but from experience of others, when they are collaborating, most especially entering a new market, there is always issue of lack of trust. Entering a
Yes.
new market doesn't really mean okay, I just want to go and gain new ground. It might be two different persons in the same team. Let's say, for example, in network marketing, two different persons, okay, and they want to work together to go and prospect some people or they want to organize a program where prospects will come. At the end of the day, they share the proceeds. So what's your advice to these people? Because oftentimes at the end of the day, some of them bring it back to my table that oh, this person collected 5, I took 2, and I'm not happy. This person undue me and all that. So how do you handle it?
The first thing before you actually, I was going to get there because I always tell people to move from collaboration to legal partnerships. Why? A
Okay.
legal partnership is documented. Secondly, you have roles and responsibilities spelled out, and then everybody knows what they ought to do at which point in time. In fact, how the process will be shared is going to be part of that agreement. So I usually tell people why. That's what I call legal sense. A legal partnership is a contractual relationship involving close cooperation between two or more parties, having specific rights and responsibilities. While a collaboration just involves a cooperation in which parties are not necessarily bound. There's no contract. Most times, like you said, it's word of mouth. Let's go to you and prospect. I will handle the hotel bill. You handle this. Okay, I will handle the fueling when we get there. This is the cost. Okay, then nobody actually discusses how we're going to share the proceeds. So once that is not, you're going to have an issue. People usually are so chummy when they start out in business partnerships or collaborations. They're just fixated on the profit, but they have not done the nitty gritty. You know, my job as a business partnership coach is to lead you through the things you don't want to go through. You know, it's like people going through marriage counseling. You know, there's some things you hear, you're not like, look, we love each other, man. We just want to get married. I mean, what's all this, you know? But you who is married now, you know that you needed to hear those things. You need to talk about your finances. You need to talk about how we're going to do this. My temperament. How am I going to manage my temperament? What kind of person are you? What are your core values? Those things are very important. The core values, I mean, before you get to legal partnership, and that is why I am now a partnership coach. It's because of things like that. You know, as a lawyer, this is my 21st year. I've had many people come in, walk into the chambers. No, I don't need to do it. It's the people I help that matter. Okay. I've had people walk in to the chambers, through the office, and we want to form a partnership. And before now, I mean, it's so easy to just draft a standard agreement and give to them and walk away. But I never was satisfied. I just felt that I knew these people would not last. Even the things they were talking were not plausible. They were not reasonable. I knew that they had not come to terms with some things. They had not talked about their exit strategy. What happens if there's going to be an intellectual property? What happens at the end? Who shares what? Who manages the business? Who is the CEO? Are we going to have a shadow partner? Are we going to have somebody who is silent? How are we going to manage that? Is one person not going to feel like I'm the only one carrying all the whole thing on my head? I ought to have a bigger share chunk of the profit. How do we share profits? Do we plow back into the business? You know, those are things people don't ever think about. And I had to develop, I sat down and developed a questionnaire, something that I gave my clients when they came in to say, okay, like it started like a joke, like a coaching joke, like, okay, why don't you take this away, come back for the next week, feel it independently. So we'll know what's actually in your heart, in your mind, and then we'll come together and then we'll reach a compromise. Now, when you have an understanding of what you're going into, you're prepared. You're not like somebody who just says, I didn't know she was temperamental. I didn't know. So you get to know, what have you had in the past? Have you had business failures? You know, people say, the person failed in that business. It means that person is ready to learn more. Anybody who failed is able to succeed. You know, so when all those things are out in the open, you find out that my clients do better than just getting a standard agreement. So that is all I have to say for now. But I don't know if you have any other questions. I would like to go.
Okay, so more like you need to carry out like a need assessment.
Very well. Very well. That's exactly what I would do. Yeah, something like that.
That's
yeah, so that we know where they are.
Yeah, that's why you are a coach.
They're in point A, and we need them to go to point D, but we need to take them from A to B to C to D. Till they go through this one, they have to be transformed to make themselves the right partners. And you know, so till you get to that, there's a mindset thing, your beliefs, limiting beliefs. People just believe like, look, people will cheat me. But you want to it's a risk. And one of the reasons why people will partner is that they want to share risk. So you can't say that you're going to have a partnership where there is no risk shared. Then you do business for yourself. Like I usually say, when do you collaborate? When you need to generate new ideas, products, and processes. Look, if you ain't got it, you don't got it. Somebody else has it. Maybe you're a young person, you're techie, you're good, you're actually good. And somebody else, you have good ideas, but somebody else has the finances and the stability. So when you need new ideas, products, or processes, that's when you collaborate. When you need help for planning, coordinating, carrying out complex work, please don't go and collaborate when you have nothing to do. You know, it's so enticing for people to say, me, I want to I want to collaborate. You know, when you're dealing with a complex problem, that's when you can collaborate. When you want to improve your business quality, efficiency, or customer service, Let me just straight away tell us when not to collaborate.
Good.
When the cost of collaboration exceeds the benefits, please, as they say in local parlance, day your day.
Yeah, day my day.
Yes, when the cost of collaboration exceeds the benefits, you shouldn't collaborate, you know. When you can do it yourself, please don't be enticed into collaboration. I'm a coach and I'm telling you the truth. Don't be enticed. When you can do something yourself, don't be enticed. When your task is simple, small and quick, please, if you need to do a Canva, you need to do something on your phone, please learn how to do it. DIY is good, you know.
Yeah.
When speed execution is important, something that needs to be done with speed. To do a collaboration, people need to sit down, talk. All those things take time, right? When you have something that is speedy, you need to execute now. Please, you don't need to collaborate with that. When others are taking advantage of you, please, that is not the time to collaborate. When people are, you know, when people are taking advantage of you, right? When you know
Yeah.
people are taking advantage of you, please don't collaborate. Collaboration is resource intensive, so you have to choose your projects wisely. That's when we should not collaborate. I'm for collaboration, but because of what I have learned over the years, this is over almost 11 years. I began just doing a standard thing as a lawyer, moving closer to the client and seeing, apart from consulting with you, how can I coach you? How can I help you? So you don't just waste your money, your time, pay for my services, or put into a business that I already know. I think there's something inside you, you know, this won't work. Let me tell you a story how it actually started happening. I met two women walked into my firm and said they wanted to start up a partnership and they did an agreement. I said, okay, so what do you intend to do? They said, okay, one says I own this big shop. I sell what do you call it? I sell clothes. I go to France. I buy clothes and all that. The other says I just want to join her in that. I've not sold before. Well, from when we started talking, the other person had not sold before, but she needed had money to join in the business. I said, okay, so who is going to be managing the business? The other one
Mm.
said, I, the person who had the shop and had the goods. So I asked the other party, have you taken stock of what is in the shop? He said, she's my friend. She's my friend. She's my friend. I'm like, are you sure you're ready for business? Because most of this kind of business you're entering, you need to go for apprenticeship first to
Exactly.
actually understand what that business is about. If you're actually ready to do it, my friends will say, you're chasing away your clients. No, I think I'm doing good. I feel
Yeah.
better if somebody takes a step that in the future they'll remember that I told them, don't take this or do this, than the
Yeah.
one I'm just taking your money and you go along and you enter something and halfway you're coming back to me again. So people say, I beg, leave them. Litigation self, they will come back to your firm. But that's not the kind of yes, that's not the
Mm.
kind of practice I work with people. I understand people, so I try my best to give the best I can, so that in the long run, I'll be remembered for good, right? Peacemakers Legal will be
Used,
remembered for
used
good.
value. Used value, not cash value.
Yes, that's very important. Like my husband would say, if people use you because you're useful, nobody uses a useless thing. So, so anyway,
Exactly.
like I was saying, so by the time they went back, yeah, they came back with their questionnaires. Boy, those people were on two different levels.
Hmm.
One said, I will be selling recharge cards outside. The other one said, I'll be selling drinks. Now, this was not even part of the business. They're planning to do an aside business in the business.
Wow.
But
Wow.
bottom line is that we took them through a coaching and they had to realize some things. Yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't go on because they found out they didn't meet eye to eye at all. People said,
Hmm.
you lost. I said, no, I got paid for my consultancy and for my coaching for that. But I saved them years of pain and their friendship, losing a friendship because I know it would have affected their friendship and
That
everything.
friendship.
Yeah. So for now, I don't know if you have any question. No, lawyers are used to talking, I could talk for 1 hour.
And you said you're not talking for money.
No,
There's actually nobody that doesn't talk for money. You know, like the training which I'm going to be organizing on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, it's about teaching people how to talk and talk well. You know, because people talk, but they don't talk well. Look at Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey talks, and she's in the 21st century. She was the richest Black woman on earth. You know, so now coming to bringing it back home to our business, network marketing, and being you're running your own business, and apart from humans, how else do you think one should collaborate?
Apart from humans.
Apart from collaborating with humans, yeah.
Oh my goodness. We talked about collaborating with technology now. We spoke about the cloud collaboration. We spoke about video collaboration. These are other areas to collaborate. We couldn't do this. This is a form of collaboration. We couldn't do this. Whether we like it or not, we have to go. Our goal is to impact our audience.
Yeah.
We decide to do this. So we have, it's beyond our own personal. I mean, if I was going to do this, I would charge for it. You would charge for it. But now we have a common goal of impacting the people. So it's much, so we're using technology to do that. So there are different ways of collaborating. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, you know, so this is one way. With technology, I mean, what do we want? We want added value. That's what we want, added value. And so we're adding value. And whether you like it or not, you're adding value to yourself, sir.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You know, I just want to do something just fast. You know, people say, how do I position myself? You know, this collaboration. You know, some people just feel that, you know, I am the needy one, so let me go get my partner of choice. Like, like I would say, like in any marriage, you have to make yourself attractive. How? You're a business owner, you don't have a vision, you don't have ambition, you don't have goals. What the heck? Why would anybody be attracted to you? You must be going somewhere, you know. You must have a vision for your business. You have a mission, have goals. You should ask yourself this year, yes, I know COVID-19, you know, but what are my goals for this year? What do I want? Where do I want to reach? You know, you should be organized. Know where you're going first before you start looking for who will come and help you where you are. You know, like we said, in alliance collaboration, you should bring something to the table. Let the other party bring what you lack, but you should have a value. What are you bringing to the table? So you should be somebody of value. Yeah. If you're not somebody of value, I mean, nobody really wants you. Nobody wants anybody who is not valuable. I want to do business. Yes, yes. Nobody wants nobody wants a liability. And then thirdly, be visible. Be visible. I can't say this enough. Oga FBI coach, you know what I mean? You need to be visible. If nobody sees you, brand yourself. You need to be branded. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You need to be visible. Nobody's going to work with somebody they haven't seen. Where are you? Some people say, online is a scam. Online, that's the one that just amazes me. Online business is a scam. People are making millions daily as we speak. While you got, but by the time you realize it's not a scam, people have gone far, and then you just be trailing behind. Update yourself, upgrade yourself. I see people running, I want to do business name, business name. Please, I advise you, please incorporate a limited liability company. Don't be afraid of tax. You're a big boy, you're a big girl. You're going to play in the big league. A business name is just like a sole proprietorship, like me, only me, I'm carrying my bag around. What that means is that the liability is on you. If anything happens, you are liable, you as a person. But if you have a limited liability, it means the liability is limited to the share. That company takes the liability, which means that if I have a business like truck haulage, right? And my truck has an accident somewhere, and of course maybe we get taken to court and all that. The company that what the plaintiff, or sorry, the defendant that will be listed will be the company, not me as a person. So when people say, it's all I'm talking about upgrading your business. Please don't remain in business name. Ah, it's cheap. I can do that one. Business name. I just want. And we always advise why it is cheaper to incorporate a limited liability company first than when you want to change from business name. The name has been known, and you now want to use the same name. So I usually tell my client the truth. The one thing about our family is that we tell the truth. Look, if you move to the next firm, they can do it for you. But I would rather live with have peace that I told you the right thing. Someday down the road, you realize what I have done. So, like I said, be visible. Be visible. If you have to brand yourself, meet the FBI coach. I know he does a lot of branding. Be visible and then create and share valuable content in your space. Have a space. Go online, have a space. You cannot, you can't. Before now, people would do evangelism on the streets, with those big whatever. That was good, right? Only those on that street. But now, even the denominations that said, the TV is the devil's box, are now using it to preach. Why?
Yeah,
you reach more people. Create and share valuable content in your space. I heard the FBI coach speaking about the program, the training. It's free. People, it's scary. But FBI coach, people don't value things that are free. So I'm thinking, I hope you have enough people. Most people prefer to pay something. When they pay for something, they value it. But if you're doing it free, great. But, people should learn, as your company owner, learn to create and share valuable content in your space. I'll say it again. Learn to create and share. Don't create and keep it, and share valuable content in your space. I'm sure the FBI coach will tell us more. Storytelling. You went to the market today. This is what happened when you went to get your goods. You're going to tell people about your goods at the end of it. So you just say, today the market was so hot. I met this and this and this. People love stories. Everybody's reading about what you're selling. You're selling slippers, and at the end, this is my slippers for today. But thank God I bought new slippers. This is how they are. They are beautiful. At this point, you're interested. Let me know. It's still the content, but you've told somebody something. They know what you're doing. So that your space should not be empty. Your space is not for selfies. Your space is not, if it's selfie is going to sell your market, no problem as a business owner. Your space is not just for sharing stupid stories on social media, what celebrities are doing. What will you tell God? That's a talent in your hand. What are you going to tell God you did with talent? You spend time sharing nonsense on the social media. People had issues in their marriage and it's a subject for your own timeline. If I come to your timeline, if I scroll past your timeline, I'm able to judge whether you're a serious person or not. Your business, you carry it on your head. Carry your market on your head. Nobody can do it for you except you. When you do it, your workers will do it, your staff will do it. They will understand the spirit which you're working with. And then leverage available network. Leverage on it. Leverage on available network. Don't know what you need. Go for it and use it. Go to Facebook. What do you do? Look at what are the things other people are doing? How are they doing it? How can I learn from it? Okay, I'm in this group. What kind of content can I share that will bring me attention and not people to ask me, what are you doing? If I didn't learn about us on the BlackBerry, then BBM and all that, it's because of the content he carried. That's why I was able to reach out to him. If he was telling me about celebrities, Toto DK, all these kind of things, I'll just move because we don't, that doesn't resonate with me. I know where I'm going. So like I said, that's why I said you should know where you're going. If you know where you're going, engage others in meaningful conversations in areas of your strengths. Don't go and talk where you don't know. Engage when you're on social media, engage others in meaningful conversations on the areas of your strength. We talk about network collaboration. When you go on those pages, please learn how to, I don't know how to explain it. When you're engaging, engage in such a way that somebody will want to know you. Somebody will want to talk to you again. The kind of value you will deliver. Somebody says, okay, I don't know how to do this. Okay, I don't know how, but I can lead you to where Have you checked this up? Have you checked this? That helps, it helps people to come to you again. That will make people want to collaborate with you because they think you're making sense. You have a solution. And then build relationships. I can't say this enough. Build relationships. I met Charles years ago. I didn't know I was speaking with him here. I met him as my usual way. I was enthusiastic about learning about my finances and how to manage it. And then because we built the relationship, I was able to be here. So I think I've talked enough. And then be the person you want others to be. Business partner. You want a partner who is faithful. Are you a faithful person? Are you trustworthy? Are you honest? How do you communicate? Even got to a point that I found out that for business partnerships, if it's a personal thing, not like it's a personal thing, this business and this business, the people who are leading in those businesses, there has to be a sort of personality typing. So you understand where that person is coming from and why they act the way you do, so that in your business relationships, you don't fight over what you should just let go. There's so much about business partnerships I like to talk about, but I will just allow the FBI coach have the floor.
No. Today is your day. Today is your day. We still have a few more time. So continue on that because I'm getting a lot of stuff here.
Okay. What specifically do you want me to talk about?
You were talking about, you said you will not, there was something you wanted to mention. You said you will have to stop here.
No, I was talking about personality typing. I'm saying that because of the work I have done, I have found out, it's in the course of doing something that you find out other things you need to learn and incorporate. I found out that people come with different temperaments, people come with different mindsets. And so the first thing I do in our coaching is we need to work on the mindsets. We have people who are depressed who say, look, business has not worked for me. They want a partner. Business has not worked for me. In fact, I'm scared of betrayal. The last partnership I tried, somebody went up with my money. In fact, we're still in court. And so some people limiting beliefs, some people feeling this thing can never work. Look, partnership, even big companies are crashing, is it me? And I keep on asking yourself, what was their goal? What's your own partnership goal? Once we ascertain what the goal is, we know how to work towards it. Incidentally, I had a book that I authored one ebook. Now, out of my excitement about partnership, I authored a book just to share my heart, with people.
Tell us about the book.
Okay, the book is titled Wahala for Who No Get Business Partner. The name is very funny. Wahala for Who No Get Business Partner, and it's a book written simply. It's written simply for the next person, the business, the businessman, the businesswoman out there who would like to know what business, partnership. It has I think it has about 7 chapters. It's an easy book to read. It's an easy ebook to read. It's not those kind of law books that are full of legal jargon. People are like scared. We need to now consult a lawyer to now understand the book and all that. So it's written simply. First, of course, it just talks about who the sole trader is.
Okay.
And one of the things I found out, as I have been a sole proprietor, so I know entrepreneurs, we know ourselves. I found out that most times we can't manage all we have. As you grow, you find out that you cannot manage as much as you would have loved to manage as a sole proprietor. You find out that you're tired. But you're tired of doing it alone. Honestly, you just need somebody else, and not just an employee. Although employees sometimes move to partners when they have an understanding of what the business is about, they have the passion, they've understood the dream, and then you can bring them on board as partners. So the book just talks about why you should partner, why you should get a partner, and then talks about how you should be. What are the benefits? Talks about the benefits of partnership. It talks about what you should look for. I will have one that is free. What you should look out for in a business partner. I think I will drop it in the comments later for anybody who is interested. That one is the free ebook. It just says what you should look out for. Now, what are the things we should look for in a business partner? I don't know. Can I just talk briefly?
Yes, please do.
Can I talk? One of the things
Yes.
you should look out for is consensus ad idem. Sorry, agreement. Now, this happened to me through life story. I just had my third child, and I was feeling, we in career women, we found out that sometimes when you have a child, for you to get back to work is usually an uphill task. Many people don't want to employ anybody who is like, I beg, tomorrow now to get pregnant again and all that. So you have to find ways as a professional to get back because you can't just leave what you're doing. That's your passion, that's your calling. So I found out that I had a colleague of mine who had a chamber close to my house. So I just walk up to him. I'm like, guy, I feel like come up with partner now. Come on, we'll listen terms. Let's talk about how we can do these things together. And he was like, nothing spoiled. You're my person now. We know from law school now. We call mates. Nothing they there now. These things they happen. When do you want to start? I said, okay, give me like 2 weeks. Make I just organize when my daughter go day as when she goes to like a daycare. Okay, so I started a lawyer. So that's why I don't blame anybody. This have been some years. And I started
Mm.
work. Would you know that we did not have any good discussion? No serious discussion about terms.
Mm.
Working on friendships. Friendship is not collaboration or partnership.
Yeah.
Even sharing office is not partnership in a sense that maybe you are just sharing overheads. That business
Yeah.
when they do. So I went there, we didn't have any agreement, even verbal. What we had a verbal agreement that said I could start work. After a while, I said, okay, I want to know how much the office were paying. I'm interested in at least offsetting half of it so I can have full access to the office and all that. That's where the story started changing. I started hearing things like,
Mm.
the landlady said he wouldn't want two people to share here. I said, how would the landlady know? Moreover, we'll go to her, she's a lawyer herself. We can go to her and talk about this and. Then the guy said, no, I could sense a reluctance. So what we're doing was just friendship, right? That's not collaboration or partnership. So we didn't have consensus. There was no agreement. I was on a wild goose. In fact, I was an unpaid employee. Let's put it that way. Because at some point, the person said, see this file. Okay, we had agreed that, okay, I'll work with some of your files, on some of your files for you, and all that. So he came one day, we just met in court. He said, please, I beg, this file, help me go. I said, Grace, how will I go for a matter I haven't worked on the file? I don't even know the parties. I haven't looked, you normally would study the files ahead before you go to court. Now that happened to me. So I know it's happening to lots of people. We are just in, happy relationships, claiming to be partners. We are both unhappy. Now I don't blame my colleague because we never settled down to terms. We're just being
Okay.
friends. Most people are in that mode. We're friends. So let's not talk about the things that seem so serious. Those serious things you don't want to talk about will crash your friendship and your partnership. So this book talks about, you must have shared values. If somebody believes that,
Mm.
look, let's drink, let's have a drink every 10 a.m. as we come into the office, and that's not what you would like. I mean, that's not your value. You value somebody who is committed to the job, somebody who is loyal. You are a frugal person, so you must have
Yeah.
shared values. There must be something you will share in common. There must be something. It must be integrity. There must be something. If you have integrity, you want somebody with integrity, accountability, diligence. There's some people who go to partnership believing the other partner will carry matter on their head and their own is just to show up. So what am I saying? So this book contains a lot, and I can't even continue. You must have zero greed. You must have complementary skills. Complementary skills. And another thing you must have is opposing strengths. If all of you have the same strength, I don't know what you're doing in partnership. So for me,
Mm.
there's a whole lot, strategies on how to choose the right partner, what to do. There's something I call check out the envy meter. People have what they call envy meter. I coined this one.
Mm-hmm.
Envy meter.
Envy.
There's a envy meter. They don't know how to give credit to others. They don't know how to give credit to others. Always, I would say, okay, I would say something like, um, please, this person does their role very well. This guy is good in this. I should be able to say that. But as a people don't, they can't.
Just a quick one. I just dropped the link in the comment section for those who want to get Hala for who no get partners. So that's the link.
Yeah, that's the book that contains all these things I'm talking about. But there's something I want to talk about partnership. The book just starts with we're in primary school, and there's this subject they used to call PE. Charles, are you with me? Hello? Okay, you're back. There's this subject they call physical education. And anytime they begin, they would say, choose your partners. Because you have the tug of war. You know this game, tug of war? Charles, are you with me? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, I'm with you. I can hear you.
Okay, so let me start right back. I said one of the things that makes about partnership is, see, in my primary school, where I was schooling, there was this subject, physical education, where they would have this game. And in this game, tug of war, they would say, choose your partners. Oh man, forget how I am now. No, I was Bengala, so all of us were rushing for one girl. Let me just call her Harriet. While we were rushing for her, the girl was stout. She had strength. And when that competition was coming on, everybody wanted to be on Harriet's side because that her side was always winning. That's what partnership is. Choose the person who has the strength that you need. But make sure you have strength too. You must bring something to the table. So all of us rush to Harriet. At some point, people started buying her ice cream. Politics enter now. People started buying her ice cream so that they could get in her good books, so she would be in their team, and all that and all that. Then another thing I just remembered now, when you are, I'm just giving for expo, when you're about setting up a partnership, one of the things you should do is to get to know. See, partnership is almost like a marriage. It's not just collaboration that I will collaborate on this task and go. It's a deeper level. You need to know, okay, what are this person's values? Who are the family members? Who is important to this person? You may need it in the future. When there is a problem and you need to talk to somebody who knows somebody, who the person listens to. You need to get to the family. You need to do visit. You need to schedule lunch. You get to know each other above, beyond just business. That is where you will even see the things you can't see when you're talking business. That is how you see how they treat their own partners at home. There's so many things you will learn. Some people are taken out for lunch. They say, okay, you're a young man and somebody is prospecting you, like you're techie, you have all this. And then you go out for lunch. Please, before you go out, one thing I say is eat first. One big company is prospecting you. Don't go there and disgrace yourself like you've never seen food before. You must comport yourself in such a way that somebody would want to have you as a partner. And there's so much more in the book. So I'm hoping.
Anyway, they will click on the link, download the book, and chew it, digest it. I don't joke with reading. So after this, I'm going to go get it and download it and chew the book. So viewers, she's been, if I leave her, she's going to take us for another 2-3 hours. So if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I will take just the first two, the first two questions. You have really shared so much value, and there's so much value that, like in my usual way, at the end of the program, I still go back to watch it again, because right now I'm not making notes.
Yeah.
I always have my notes where I write. So don't think I'm just hosting. I'm also learning. I'm a student. I'm a student. So if you have any question, please put it up in the comment section. While we are waiting for the questions to come up, what are your last, your parting notes or your last comment?
I would love to tell everybody who is watching that there is power in collaboration. You need to choose the right people to collaborate with. Once you get the right people with the right skill set, the right passion, the right mindset as you, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your business productivity will double. It will. So even the Bible says that how can two work together except they be agreed? There must be an agreement, not a verbal agreement, a written partnership deed,
Agreement. Yeah.
written, signed by both parties. Apart from just a standard agreement, please talk to somebody who understands what you are signing. You need to understand the terms, what it means. So you don't go running into something you regret in the nearest future. And then finally, partnership works if you work it. Be the partner you desire. If you want somebody honest, be honest. When you work on yourself and position yourself, you will be a partner that's attractive. People will prospect you for collaborations. I'm sure FBI can say that. There are people in his box saying, please come and speak here. Please come and do this here because he is consistently creating value, he's consistently visible, he's consistently putting out value for free so people can now pay him for some other part. It's a way of giving back. So I would like to tell every business owner here, I love businesses. I love people who do businesses because I know entrepreneurs are the boom of the society. So I believe that if you go into partnership, you will reap the benefits if you go into it the right way. Thank you.
It's really amazing, because like this morning I had to go speak somewhere. I had to go speak somewhere, and it's really amazing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we're with you.
I have to go speak somewhere this morning. It's really amazing. And what I shared with them has to do with how they can work, how two can work together, how they can collaborate. Well, I didn't come in the aspect which you have taken it, because you went more deeper than what I envisaged or what I spoke about. So it's good I have learned from this, and I'm adding it to my cap. I so appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Viewers, it's been amazing. Please, I want you, if you got value, in the comment section, put it up what you got from this training, and also be a blessing by sharing it with others. If you're watching a replay, remember to drop hashtag replay, and also share, tag others in the comment section. My training I'm setting up for free is coming up on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of March 2021. If you haven't registered, do good to register. It's going to be a very lovely one. I'll be talking about branding. I'll be talking about building sustainability. I'll be talking about the difference between marketing and sales. A lot of people miss that. I run a training. There's something I do. I call it his training. You know what his means?
I will know if you
His,
tell me.
okay. Let me highlight it so that I can just show you. Now,
Okay.
his training, the HIS stands for High Income Skills Training.
Awesome.
Over the years, the things I have done in this pandemic and this year, it's amazing. It's amazing. So the things the skills that has given me lots and lots and lots of money, I'm ready to share it. Well, of course, I'm not going to share all of them for free, because I bought candles. So you also need to pay a price. Like I said to people, that everything you're doing this year, ensure you set out money for trainings. For the past few weeks, I have paid for about 5 different trainings. You know, I think one of the ones which you and I paid for is starting up on Monday or so.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I have paid for 5 trainings, 5 different trainings. You know, I don't
I'm
want to
also
come and start.
I'm currently on one now,
Exactly,
and it's
and
a
I'm
huge
still
impact.
on one. So you just have to keep developing this mind.
Yes.
Once you feed your mind will feed your pocket. There is no way I'll go through all those trainings and my earning capability will not increase. No, 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 it's not possible. The thermostat must adjust upwards. Thank you very
You're
much.
very
It's been an amazing. It's been an
right.
amazing. Viewers, please, let's drop our favorite emoji for my learned friend. She said, I'm not a learned friend. I'm learned, whether you like it or yes, I'm a learned
My
friend.
child, you're my
my
friend.
learned, my
You're
learned
not.
colleague. And I know that my viewers are also learned. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know the language, I don't know the language you lawyers are speaking, but as far as we are concerned, we are learned because our pocket is learned, our brain is learned.
I'm on
Thank
your
you
show,
very
so
much. No, it's not about being on my show. That's the truth. I have said this severally, and for me, that's the truth. Thank you very much. It's been an amazing 1 hour with you. Viewers, please ensure you get that book, Wahala Day for Who No Get Partner. I hope I got it right.
no get.
Okay, Wahala for Who No Get Partner. You know,
Yes.
so you
So
need
you
to.
know how to get one, what you should do, and how you can
Mm,
be the partner somebody else would want.
yes, be the partner another person wants. Oftentimes I hear, hey, ladies, they say, I want a husband material. And I said to the person, if you want a husband material, are you the tailor? Are you sure you are the tailor that will sew that material? You know, so you want the type of partner you desire, get
Yeah,
that
you
book
deserve.
and learn from it. It's very important. God bless you so much. And
God bless
this is
you.
where we're
Thank
going to
you.
find out. Viewers, I'll see you next week, Saturday, on the Meet and Greet. Again, I'll be hosting a friend. The flyer is not out, but within the week, I'm going to blow it up. He's a unique guy. He's wonderful. Thank you very much. And this is where we sign out for the day.